This is Kelly and Bambi in the TLC Clinic PM Jackpot, and I'm going to let this go through regular and then do a slow play review.
Rider, past the barrel. Look past it. Look past it. Good. Now bumper. Good. Very nice. Now driver, past it. Hands. Good. Now bumper. Good. Driver, two hands past it. Two hands past it. And then bumper to helper. Yes. Awesome run. Woohoo. All the way. Awesome. That was a 17.925.
Okay, now I'm going to do a slow play review.
Rider,
What I really like
past
about
the barrel. Look
the way you rode her,
past it.
Kelly, is
Look
you're riding her
past
nicely,
it.
two hands. You're very smooth with your coming
Good.
in. She obviously is a young mare. She's, just 5 years old. She could definitely add more speed when she gets more confident. But right now, I like how pretty you're riding her. You're riding her beautifully in, two hands, just guiding her, looking at your spots, which looks really nice there. You have a very nice amount of arc coming into the barrel. From the center of the alleyway, you come in a nice body length away. You come in about 3 feet off the barrel. That looks really good. She's rating her 2 strides. And now you're going
Now
in
bumper.
1, 2. The only thing
Good.
that I don't like about Bambi, and you asked me what it means about finishing the turns, when you ask your horse to turn right here, you should be able to just put your hand down and she should turn the barrel on her own. But if you'll notice, your horse's head is really high and you're looking and you could bump her with your outside leg, but instead you're really pulling on that rein. So let's watch what happens next. So you continue to pull on that outside rein, and as you continue to pull on that outside rein, you get her to finish her turn better than I did, but that's because I wanted to see if she would finish her turn on her own, but she doesn't. She's so used to you pulling her into the turn to finish. Her head gets up high, and then she does finish nicely for you, but see what happens when you get into a pulling match? Instead of her doing her job, turning the barrel on her own, she rates the barrel nicely. She starts the turn, but then you pull. See, you just pull her. It's all you pulling her. She should turn the barrel on her own. So then by the time you release her, she takes a little step off here because she's finally able to get that away, that pressure away from you pulling on her. So that's what I would like for her to do. I'd like her to turn those barrels on her own. And the way you can do that is, as I showed you earlier today, you can go, as I showed a few of them, you could go in and turn it in a normal way, then go back out and do a big circle, then come back in and turn it again, do a big circle, come back in and turn it again, big circle, come back in, normal, turn it again. And just get her doing the turn more on her own instead of you doing it for her. And then go on to the next barrel. Okay? So right here, we're going to zoom in here and see she's rating her 2 strides out, 1, 2. But right there, um, it's hard to tell if you pulled on her head or what happened there, but she comes back around nicely. You're probably about 4 feet off the barrel. She could tighten that up maybe a foot if you wanted. 1, 2, so about 2 and a little extra off of there. But what I like about this is you did ride her 2 hands up into your spot. She's out there a little bit. She could be about right here, instead of over there. But and then that way it'll be a little bit less of a chance of taking an extra step on the backside or catching a barrel leaving. So anyways, that barrel looked really good. You hustle her out nicely. You're back to 2 hands. She's running up into the hole nice. 1 stride of rate, 2 strides rate. You go to the horn. You let her start her turn. Now here, I want you to notice again, she gets her head out to the side out a little bit. So again, she needs to learn in her basics to give to pressure better, to give her nose to the inside. You also want to see if where your hand is on the rein is on the laterals inside of your rein, not on the middle. So that's something to watch as well. Make sure that your hand is 1 or 2 hands off center so that when you do ask for her nose, she can give it. She does right there, give it there. And then, but see that little bit of pulling and lunging? I think you need to get her more broke in her face, laterally and vertically in your slow work during the week. And I also think you need to learn to use give and take pressure. I think that would help as well. Okay, because then you wouldn't have such a high head or pushing pulling on her on the exits is either. So my goal for you is to get her turning the barrels on her own without you pulling on her. I would like you to learn to have softer hands with more give and take pressure. And then I would also like for you to be more aware of asking her to turn the barrel and letting her turn it on her own. So during the week, get her more broke in the face laterally and vertically. Do circle work that, like spirals or pasture loops, or even doing the single barrel at a time, big circle, small circle, and ask her to turn and then let her turn. Don't force her to turn. So, but great job. I enjoyed having you in the clinic, and it was a great improvement from the morning to the afternoon. Good job.